Okay, today we are working with integers. That's I, N, T, E, G, E, R, S. Integers is 2 pages. So we are working on page number 8 and page number 9. Okay, so we're going to start out with the definition of integers. Integers are positive and negative whole numbers. It's whole numbers including 0. Okay, so what is a whole number? Think back to elementary school. Whole numbers are the way we learn to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, all of those are whole numbers. When we first start out counting, we don't say 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. Okay, some of those are not whole numbers. Those halves are not whole numbers. A whole number is a number all by itself without any decimal or any fraction connected to it. So we have a horizontal number line first. Okay, we are used to having 0 here. 0 is in the middle of our number line. 0, we're going to make a note down here, is neutral. Meaning it is not positive or negative. It is neutral. So over here to the right of 0, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are what we call positive integers. Then on the left side of 0, we go backwards. This is -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. So if these are positive integers, these over here are negative integers. Okay, so we've got this ribbon right here, and on this ribbon I want you to write the numbers, and I'm going to use what you guys call a hashtag. Whenever I was in school, that meant numbers, so we're going to go old school. That means numbers. The number farthest to the right on a number line has the largest value. And you can see what that means. 5 is greater than 4. 5 is to the right of 4. That also means that 1 is greater than -5 because 1 is farther to the right. So let's look at a vertical number line. This would be seen like on a weather gauge or rain gauge, I'm sorry. Whenever you are looking at numbers in a cylinder, you might see a vertical number line, or if you're looking at a thermometer, you would see a number line. So numbers to the top are positive. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And numbers below 0 start out negative. -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. Okay, so same concept as before, just different direction. So when we're thinking about words that mean negative or positive, there are a few different words that we can think of. For negative, we might think of a loss. Like if you play football and you have a loss of yards, that is negative. The positive version would be gain. If you gain yards. Or think about weight. If you lose weight, that's negative. Your weight's going down. If you gain weight, that's positive. Your weight's going up. Another negative is below. Think about below 0 over here on our number line. That is negative. The positive would be above. One that you might not be familiar with, a negative word, is withdrawal. withdrawal. Withdrawal is when you take money out of your account. Okay, so you're subtracting money from your account. Okay, positive would be a deposit. That's when you're putting money into your account. You're gaining money. Another negative is decrease. The positive would be increase. Another money one would be debt. D-E-B-T. If you are going into debt, that is negative. It means you have less money than what you need. However, if you own your own business and you make a profit, that means that you are making money. If you've ever been in an airplane, when the airplane goes down, when it's landing, they will tell you that your airplane is descending. When your airplane is taking off, that is called ascending. And the last one that we're going to do, I'm sure there are plenty more that you can think of, and if you can, just put them in each of the columns. But for a negative, we would say less. And as a positive, that would be more. So write an integer for each situation. A deposit of $50. Well, deposit is in our positive, so we could write plus 50, or you could just write 50. We don't always have to write the plus sign whenever it's positive. If we don't see anything in front of our number, we automatically assume that it's a positive number. A withdrawal of $20. Withdrawal is a negative, so that would be negative 20. 5 feet below sea level, that would be right here, a negative 5. Or if you are ascending 20 feet into the air, that would be a positive 20. Okay, next page. Make each statement true by using less than, greater than, or equal to. Okay, so we have negative 9 and negative 7. When you have two negative numbers, if you're not familiar with negative numbers, if you want to draw a number line, you can. Or I like to think of it in terms of money. Would I rather have negative $9 in my account or negative $7 in my account? I would rather have negative 7. So it's going to be a less than sign. Number 2, 0 and negative 6. I would rather have $0 than $6. 3 and negative 1. I would rather have $3 than have negative $1. Negative 3 and negative 3. Those are the same. Negative 5 and negative 2. I would rather have negative $2 in my account. So that would be the less than sign. And we have positive 10 and negative 10. I would much rather have $10 than $10. Next, we are ordering each set of numbers from least to greatest. Okay, least to greatest. So we have 9, negative 6, 2, negative 3, and 0. When we're thinking about our least numbers, we want to start out with our negative numbers. So we have negative 6 and negative 3. Negative 6 is less than negative 3. So we're going to start out negative 6, negative 3. Then we have 9, 2, and 0. That's pretty easy. 0, 2, 9. Number 8, we have negative 7, 5, negative 1, 4, and negative 6. Starting out with our negatives, we've got negative 7, negative 6, and negative 1. That leaves us with 5 and 4. So that is 4, 5. Number 9, negative 5, negative 8, 1, negative 10, negative 2. So we're going to start out with our negative that has the least value. That would be negative 10, then negative 8, negative 5, negative 2, and positive 1. Next we have 6, negative 4, 3, 7, negative 9. So start out with our negatives. Negative 9, negative 4. Then we have 3, 6, 7. Last one, negative 3, negative 6, 3, negative 8, 0. Negative 8, negative 6, negative 3, 0, and positive 3. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about are opposites. Opposites are two numbers that are the same distance from 0 but are on different sides of 0 on a number line. Okay, so once again, looking at a horizontal number line, I want to look at 1 and negative 1. 1 and negative 1 are both 1 unit away from 0. So that means that they are opposites. Negative 1 is the opposite of positive 1. Okay, think about 2 and negative 2. They are opposites. They are both 2 units away from 0. 3 and negative 3. They are both 3 units away from 0. 4 and negative 4. They're both 4 units away from 0. And 5 and negative 5. Same thing. It's just like opposites whenever we learned them in elementary school. Hot and cold. They are the same thing except total opposites. So the opposite of each number, negative 12, would be positive 12. 20 would be negative 20. 10 would be negative 10. 0, that's the tricky one. Remember that 0 is not positive or negative, so it has no opposite. Negative 19, the opposite is positive 19. Negative 25, the opposite is positive 25. Okay.